Yes, hello Jackie. What a match to start day 2 of the World Series finals, and what a night it should be as well. Two terrific players, the number 1 seed, Rob Cross. Not had a bad year, has he? Look at that, nearly £250,000. Top 8 in the world of darts. Jonny Clayton, who, a couple of years ago, wasn't it? Won the World Series finals. Rob Cross has lost a World Series final. It should be quality. The winner to play either Luke Humphries or Krzysztof Ratajski in the quarterfinals. But look at those earnings again. It just goes to show, doesn't it? If you're good enough, you can earn the big buck.
Yeah, two of the sport's real big pound for pound players. It's going to be a fascinating encounter, especially with a race to 6, the format they're used to, of course, playing on the Pro Tours, so they're both familiar with it. Both would, of course, wish it was a longer format. And this one, it's a £7,500 match. The loser walks away with 10,000. The winner guaranteed 17,500. Referee for this one, Kirk Bevins.
70.
It's been an up and down season, hasn't it, so far for Rob Cross?
Yeah, absolutely. It all came right on the World Series in down under in August, winning both titles in New Zealand and Australia, in Hamilton and Wollongong. That's why he is the number 1 seed. Yeah, this is always an intriguing night at the World Series finals, because you say it's still a race to 6. All the seeds are in, all the big names are in.
And they're all facing players that have already had one game on that stage.
Yeah, and all who are capable of beating them.
Yeah.
Once we get to the quarterfinals on Sunday.
I mean, there would be shocks bigger than others, but...
The quarterfinals best of 19, semi-finals and final best of 21. So get yourself into the last day.
Cross leads the head-to-head 9-6. But in terms of TV meetings, Stu, where it really matters, I suppose, it's 3 apiece.
Clayton's going to get a chance here. And look what is left. How often does he lead 1-2-1? And how often does he take it out?
97.
Yeah, he has some strike rate on this.
Yeah. Needs a treble 17. I feel that's a missed opportunity not to even get a dart at the ball. So Cross, who was perhaps thinking, I may lose this leg, is going to get 2 darts to win it. Only needs the 1.
Later on in the match, to not get a dart at the ball, at least off the back of a 1-2-1, would be a disappointment. But so early in the match, a 14 dart hold for Cross. Very solid start. We've seen him have spells, haven't we, of pure brilliance. Match back in Minehead against Gary Anderson was just remarkable. One of the great matches on ITV.
It was Raymond van Barneveld, Michael van Gerwen and Danny Noppert.
140.
The 3 Dutchies all ready to grace the stage later on. Full house again in Amsterdam. And don't forget the World Series returns to Holland in January, with the Dutch Darts Masters at the end of the month in a new venue, in a new town in Den Bosch. Steady. Cross leaving 81 after 9.
60. Robbie require 81.
Just looking to see what Clayton's on. Will he take the gamble? Well, he did, because a single 10 wouldn't have left the finish. So brave dart, and
49.
I don't have a problem with
Jonny
that.
require
I don't have a problem with that. He went where he thought he believed he could get it.
It's risky business, and this is why it's risky business. Whoa.
170.
And he's dodged one there.
32.
It is what it is in many ways. He had the courage of his convictions, and he doubles his lead to 2-0. And even if Clayton had taken out the 1-4-1, you're still thinking, well, that's the way I thought that I was going to take the leg.
It's still wrong. And we nearly got shown why it's still wrong. Well, yeah.
140.
Many examples out there. Stu?
Yep, I know.
I wish I knew enough about your second favourite sport, rugby, to give a comparison, but I don't.
Rugby league, you mean?
Yeah, that one.
Not rugby.
Yeah. How dare I?
99.
Now enjoying the Rugby World Cup on ITV.
Yep.
96.
I thought, let's go, I mean, like, jesting apart, I know what you're saying, and I know most people will probably agree with you, but Cross had it in his mind, and what do you reckon, that a player takes out 1-4-1, 1 in 20? So it's a calculated risk.
Well, yeah, and the calculation is
130.
Evaluating length of match, your current leg lead in the match, who you're playing, and I make you right. It's a calculated risk.
Tots for a brilliant 1-2-2.
It's only wrong when they did.
We'll call it a score draw.
Yeah, absolutely. 1-1.
85.
But missing that double 12 is all important, because Cross here is looking like 3-0.
Averaging in excess.
And on the third leg, Rob Cross.
Well, after hitting that second goal, his average now is 110. This is some start.
100.
Well, it's some start from both. There's the point, the look, the camera. Clayton's average 110. But he's only had that one dart and a double at the end of the 1-4-1 combo.
Yeah, very much a scoring average at present. More so a scoring average, as you say, on the back of a big finish.
140.
You would think he'll get a leg on the board here. But because Cross threw first, and because he's already been broken, Clayton is now faced with having to break the Rob Cross throw twice.
Yeah, cannot afford to not hold on any occasion.
60.
Yeah, there's the old Clayton 1-1.
Again.
40. Jonny to go
1-2-1, 1-4-1. He's left 1-2-1 again.
57.
There's an argument there as well to have gone for the ball with the final dart.
Yeah.
To guarantee, well, as long as the big numbers hit, guarantee 2 at a double, and he's only going to guarantee 2 at a double on 64 if he hits a treble.
But with his opponent on 301, why go for the treble 17 anyway?
Correct.
Tops for Clayton.
I think the players now, Stu, are almost pre-programmed that they're not really aware of their opponent's score. They take it for granted that they're somewhere close to them, so they have to go for these shots. They don't take into account that sometimes they're nowhere near.
40.
Good point.
That's my only one for the weekend.
Got there in the end, yeah. Well done, Jonny, on the board.
The leg is dropped to throw first. Great. 96. $100.
This is where Jonny needs to start to turn the screw and try and get that all-important
97.
first break of throw back.
Readjusted well.
Rob should be on the 18s with dart 1. Well, now as an option.
Well, look back, you know, Mace,
426.
they played each other on the World Series earlier in the year in Copenhagen, the Nordic Darts Masters quarter-final. It was a convincing win for Clayton, 10-4, but the form that Cross has been in, certainly in the TV events in the World Series, I've got to say that both in New Zealand and Australia, he was an unexpected winner, but
and picked up his first Euro Tour title this year, which is remarkable, really.
But he deserved those successes down under.
Yeah, played very well. And again, just
45.
too strong on throw
47.
for Jonny Clayton to get a foothold in the match.
The nearest he's got on the throw was double 12 for a 141. And that's how dominant Rob Cross has been.
The
double 16 hit for the third time in 4 attempts.
Jamie.
Still averaging just shy of 100.
423.
The former world champion. Still one of the great stories, celebrating, of course, 30 years of the PDC World Championship coming up at the Ali Pali in December, and Rob Cross's victory is still one of the fairy tale stories, isn't it?
It was almost sort of this era's version of the 80s era version of Deller, wasn't it? Came from absolutely nowhere, really, by comparison, and took the title, and what a way to win the title against a still very, very good Phil Taylor in the final. I mean, it's the ultimate for him, isn't it, to not only win the Worlds, but like Deller did in beating the governor of that era in Eric Bristow. Though, in fairness,
79.
Deller did beat the world number 1, world number 2 and world number 3 en route.
$29.
Yeah, Dennis Priestley,
86.
back in 1994, won the first PDC one. Clayton here looking at double 16 to stay in it.
Good
leg from
Clayton. So leg is rocked the throw.
But the big question, can he find a way to get close to Rob Cross on the cross throw?
It doesn't look like Cross is going to go off the boil. So Clayton's going to have to find another gear, or try and force a mistake.
100.
Look at that. He is most definitely a Jonny Clayton and a Get-A-Win Price fan.
Looking forward to seeing Price later.
423.
In brilliant nick at the moment, isn't he?
Yes, he's been doing a bit of an exhibition tour of late, hitting 9 darters and 113 averages over distances similar to these.
Winning 3 on the Pro Tour recently and playing with a smile on his face and enjoying himself.
100.
So he should be.
At the moment, Chris, at the moment,
100.
in September as we are, he's my tip to win the World Championship.
Get-A-Win?
Yep.
70.
I hasten to add, I did tip Michael Smith to win it this year.
Well, you've tipped him to win it for the last 10, in all fairness.
430.
I can't talk, so have I.
Robbie require
Harsh but
100.
fair. Chance for Clayton. Finally pressure on the Rob Cross throw. Now does he go tops?
Oh, that's a lovely guide, so, yeah, rightly staying there. Double 10.
This would be brutal for Jonny Clayton.
80. Jonny require 24.
And this has to go.
Oh, that looks awkward.
18.
Well, is that the game in those 3
Robbie
darts?
require 20.
Can he find a way?
He couldn't put a bit of tissue paper
Jonny
between
require
the
6.
point and the wire.
Oh,
No
Jonny.
score.
6 darts.
The
to
execution,
break
nothing
through.
wrong with the idea, but the
10.
execution was wrong. To me, that is the game. I think Cross knows it, Clayton knows it. Could Clayton win 4 on the spin, but that was his chance. He should have broken. He had three clear darts to start off with to make it 4-3. Would have been throwing for a level game.
Yeah.
And I think his confidence has gone with 60 coming back with his first visit.
Yeah, 4-3. He's got a totally different look to it than 5-2.
That's why this distance is brutal.
140.
Any mistakes are costly. Luke Humphries against Christopher Tysky to follow.
58.
I'll tell you what, if he does come back from this, it will be a fabulous performance from Clayton.
140.
You have to say that despite the odd blip, Cross has looked fairly comfortable.
Yeah, it's,
140.
in the most part, this season, or should I say this year, he's looked okay. I mean, his form in, I mean, he's #1 seed, so his form in
85.
this
Jonny requires
World Series
61.
has been exceptional. The only blip was a last 16 defeat, wasn't it, to Ratajski?
There we go, the combo finish.
When leg is rocked
That
for
will leave him
first. Game
even more frustrated.
1 down, 3 to go for Clayton.
They've had exactly the same amount of darts at a double, 13.
74.
But surely it's human nature that Clayton will be going back after that successful double
86.
fall, thinking should be 4 all.
Yeah.
Should
Oh,
be
for
4
sure.
all. Yeah. Just what?
Yeah, you wouldn't be human. It's how he uses that
81.
angst and annoyance, isn't it?
Yeah.
Does he turn the frown upside down?
100.
Just when you
140.
think he's beginning to just do enough to get on top of Rob Cross, he finds a 140.
100.
10 140s from Cross. It's been enough, hasn't it?
Yeah.
96.
I frustration.
required
Yeah, you can see it.
110.
So for the match, 110.
Well, he's like this throughout the game.
78. Jonny required 145.
Well, this would be some saver.
Just
87.
not quite been
Jonny
Johnny's
required
night.
32.
3 out of 5 on double 16. Total focus. Great dart. Great dart. Took him 4 to win the match, but no complaints, I wouldn't have thought, from Clayton. Rob Cross just scored a little bit better, finished a little bit better, and in a race to 6, that's all that counts. And the number 1 seed is the first man through to the quarterfinals of this year's World Series Finals. The 6-3 winner over Jonny Clayton.